Hi. In this video we are going to show you how to disable and enable the MECHA's motor, or motors. Let's start with MECHA C1. Here are just some of the many reasons users may need to disable the MECHA's motor. To prevent MECHA from turning on by accident when charging. To simulate the functioning of MECHA for learning purposes. To save energy. To charge the battery faster. To be able to perform rotations manually, and so on. To disable the motor of a single axis MECHA, or the motor of lower MECHA, when using a MECHA Dual Axis Combo, enter the code 23, by pressing the 2 button, then 3, and confirm with the left arrow button of the C1 controller. As long as the motor is disabled, the power button flashes, and the reboot command from the user interface will be ignored. Use the same code when you need to enable the motor. Before disabling the upper motor of MECHA Dual Axis Combo, we recommend that you position the upper rail in the parked position. For example, press and hold the left arrow button. This should be done to avoid a sudden change in position, especially when using a heavy camera. Now enter the code 23, and confirm with the left arrow button, to disable the motor of the upper rotator. Notice that the power button of the upper controller is flashing, just like before. Depending on why you are disabling the motor, you may want to secure the camera with your hand when disabling the motor. Enable the motor using the same code. MECHA C2 comes with an OLED display, and you can disable and enable the motors by selecting certain options in the config menu, or the C menu. Assuming simple mode is enabled, use the menu button to switch to the config menu. Navigate to page 2 and find the motor 1 option. If the motor 1 is enabled, all you have to do to disable it is press the center button. Use the same button to enable it. The next option is motor 2, which you can use if you need to disable or enable the motor of the second rotator, by pressing the center button, as before. But first, position the upper rail of the pan ahead in the parked position, if necessary. Use simple rotations to do this when simple mode is enabled. Or press the power button, as when you want to check the battery level. This is a trick you can sometimes use in simple mode, to exit a menu and perform some advanced mode-specific operations. Then hold down the arrow button until the upper rail is oriented vertically down. Then go back to the motor 2 option, and use the center button to switch to disabled. There is also an option that allows you to disable or enable both motors simultaneously. This is motor 1 and 2. As you can see, it is very easy to disable or enable MECHA's motors. But what if you want to do it faster? The fastest way to disable a motor is to set the motor option as your favorite option. You can use either the minus or plus button for this purpose. With MECHA C2, you can set up to 2 favorite options, but please note that some options cannot be set as favorites. Let's say you want to set the motor 1 and motor 2 options as favorites. One way to do this is to switch to advanced mode, because you can only do this in advanced mode. Then go back to the motor 1 option, and press the minus button. By pressing the minus button, you set the current option as favorite option 1. So, from now on, you can disable and enable the motor 1 by long pressing the minus button when MECHA is idle, exiting the menu first. Navigate to the motor 2 option and press the plus button. By pressing the plus button, you set the current option as favorite option 2, and from now on you can disable and enable the motor 2, by long pressing the plus button when MECHA is idle, exiting the menu first. On the config page of the user interface, you will find these settings under the name favecode 1 and favecode 2, which are codes corresponding to the options. The same goes for MECHA C1, except that in this case you directly set up to 3 favorite codes in the config page. To summarize, exit the menu using the power button, both in advanced mode and simple mode, then long press the minus button to disable or enable the motor 1, and long press the plus button to disable or enable the motor 2. Thank you for watching, and all the best with your MECHA.